We have our entry trim, elevation, and then Denali, which is our most premium trim at the top of the line up there, which you'll get a walk around right after my presentation and have the opportunity to drive today. And then AT4, which is our off-road capable trim, getting even more capable than the current Acadia AT4 that's out there today. So we'll highlight some of that capability content and go through that more in depth. I'm here all day today and tomorrow to answer any questions that you all have as well as the rest of the team. So we'll kind of just do this high-level overview so we can get you into the cars, have you experience them for yourselves, and then we can answer any specific questions that you might have on the vehicles. Okay, so what are the top 5 things that you should leave here with on Acadia as a whole? So first, elevated cabin experience. We are taking this vehicle more premium than ever, and the next slide will kind of get into what that actually means in terms of premium content within the cabin and what you'll experience. Tech to take you anywhere, Super Cruise, Denali level experience, and ready for anything AT4. So kind of getting into that elevated cabin experience. First thing you'll see, like right when you get in the vehicle, is that massive screen right in the center stack. So it's a 15-inch diagonal infotainment screen, and then directly in front of you in the driver's seat is the 11-inch driver information center. Sorry, these words are wonderful. Okay, so big screens right in front of you, and these screens are customizable and they're standard. So whether you are getting into an Elevation, an AT4, or a Denali, whatever customer you are purchasing this Acadia, these screens are standard and they're customizable to the customer's preferences. So that's on the screens and tech. We have increased passenger spaciousness for the current outgoing model. So to kind of put it into a frame of reference for you, there's 23% increase behind the first row and 80% increase behind the third row. And you'll get to see how that third row, goes up and down, all the cargo capacity in the rear, and then also the car seat tilt. We can play around with that in the second row as well, just to kind of really highlight, how much space and versatility you have. And then there is a Denali out front that's loaded with stuff, so you can really see, a real life situation of how much can be packed into these vehicles. Tech to take you anywhere. So we have a standard safety suite across all trims of 15 plus standard safety features. And for those that are interested in diving into the details, we have a list for you that we can share out on the specific features. But just so you know, this is more standard safety feature than we've ever had on Acadia before across all trims. And then up to 9 camera views. So HD surround vision is standard across the Acadia lineup, which will get you 7 standard different camera views that you can play around with. And then that rear camera mirror as well, and then there's pitch view as well through our trailer. Super Cruise. So we're really excited about Super Cruise on Acadia. This is the first GMC to bring Super Cruise down across all trims. So really bringing it down to that mainstream customer. You can get Super Cruise optional on Elevation, AT4, or Denali. And we expect this to be about 30% of our sales across Acadia. So for those who may not be as familiar with it, that's our hands-free driving feature, which you will get to experience if you're interested in the Denali today. And then just some specific unique features for Denali in general. So, and we can get more into the design when we do the walk around of Lauren that have a great presentation for you in terms of interior and exterior design. But we have leather appointment seating within our Denali, heated and ventilated front seats, a heated second row, the 8-inch head-up display that is standard on Denali, and that is configurable as well. We have a premium tuned suspension, and that is optional with the 22s on Denali. And then animated walk-up lighting, which you'll get to see on the Denali as well. And then AT4. So I mentioned earlier that our Acadia AT4 is getting more capable than ever. So what does that mean? These are some of the features that you'll get standard on an AT4. It's not just an appearance package. It has that sporty look. It's got the red toe hooks in the front, but it is truly incredibly capable, and you'll get to experience that while you're here as well. So our AT4 has a standard active throat control all-wheel drive system. So if you're familiar with the twin clutch, we like to make things fancy, and that's the name for it. Traction select system with terrain mode, which is a low-speed crawl mode. So you get to experience that as well when you do the AT4 drive. It has a factory installed lifted ride height, all-terrain tires with off-road tuned suspension, approaching underbody skid plates, and 5,000 pounds of towing capacity, which is greater than the outgoing Acadia as well. And towing is standard on both AT4 and Denali.
Same 5,000 pounds?
Yes.